Hi, everyone. So I thought I would pull a spread today so we can look at the week ahead. The intention is to see what the next 7 days are and to see if there are any things we should be focusing on this week or challenges we might encounter this week. I'm going to start with an ancestor message. I'm going to roll the planetary dice. I'm going to do some tarot and then we're going to clarify. Just to kind of see what maybe perhaps we can expect for our next 7 days. So let's start with the planet dice to see if there's an energy that we are meant to be working with. And we have the sun. And the sun is really about creation and about bringing things forth into the world and also things being brought into the light. So you might be creating something this week. You might be coming into the week with some kind of an idea. But this could also just be about you having some kind of realization about something or a dawning of some information for you. So let's pull an ancestor message. These are messages that I channel right before the readings. So we have breaking rules. Interesting. So are you breaking the rules with some new idea that you have? What's going on with that? That's kind of interesting, but it is definitely shedding some light on either you breaking the rules or perhaps someone around you who's breaking the rules, but it looks like that's going to come to perhaps the forefront this week. So, and the sun is in Pisces right now. And when the sun is in Pisces, that really is also about having a vision and probably bright ideas, things that may be that go against convention or go against the rules as we know them. So that could be something that's coming through here too, that you're really creating something. But with Pisces, it's really about your dreams and your visions. So it could be about you really putting your dreams and visions into action and into creation. So that would be cool. So, but let's see what the tarot says. 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. Underneath, 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands, King of Wands, 5 of Swords, the Hierophant. And underneath everything, we have the Knight of Wands. So this really kind of tells me that your week this week is really about you, the influences that you have on this whole situation, perhaps on other people, because the Knight of Wands is a very influential type of energy and it's a very fiery energy, and so is the sun. So I can already tell this weekend or this week that you're going to be taking a lot of actions towards things. The Knight of Wands does not like to sit still, at least not for long. The Knight of Wands really doesn't get attached to things. They just tend to keep moving through life and through their adventures. Well, hello, Lily. My cat came to join us today, apparently. So, but that is what the Knight of Wands really represents, is taking action and really moving through the energy, but usually in a pretty directed kind of a way. So we'll have to see where this is all going. But it does look like you're kind of starting out this week with this breaking rules energy, but also a 4 of Cups energy here too. And so it feels like perhaps you're getting a bit, what's the word I want to say? Disenchanted, that whatever the rules that you've been following, whatever the traditions you've been abiding by, that you're starting to just lose interest and you're saying, this is just not enough for me anymore, whatever that is for you. And then this gives the feeling with the 4 of Cups and breaking rules. This is giving the feeling that you are starting out this week feeling like you want to cut ties with something, that you want to move on from something, that you're not really receiving what you need in whatever this situation is for you. So that's what it feels like, that you're trying to break free of something that might be a bit constraining, something that might have too many rules. But let's get some clarifiers for these cards and see if we can figure out more. about what that could be for you. So we have the Six of Wands, and underneath we have the Moon. So this Six of Wands is giving that same type of fiery energy that we saw with the Knight of Wands and with the Sun. That it's like you have a vision that is probably so much bigger than whatever restraints or constraints you are under right now, and whatever this situation is for you. So if this is a living situation, if it's a romantic situation, family, work, make it work for you, make it make sense for you. But you feel like you're bigger than whatever that is, and you're like breaking out of it. You're like bursting at the seams. With this Six of Wands card here, it really feels like you just want to abandon this, that you want to break out of it, that you want to walk away from it. And I'm getting that over and over, especially with this Four of Cups card here too. With the Moon card, you're not exactly sure which direction you want to take this in, but you know that you're being guided away from whatever this is. So often with the Moon card, we know we're being divinely guided, but we can't really see in front of us where that is. But we just trust that we're going to keep moving forward because we know, we can feel like the anticipation of the Six of Wands, that there's something much bigger out there for us. You're being asked to focus on the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is really about giving and receiving. And I do think that there's probably whatever was happening, whatever these constraints are for you, that you may feel like there really wasn't enough of a payoff for you to stay, which is maybe why you're feeling so small, or that the situation is so small for you, that for the efforts that you perhaps put into whatever this situation is for you, that those efforts aren't really paying off. And so I think that that is what is guiding you towards this Two of Wands energy, where you're feeling, hold on, I know there's something bigger out there. That's exactly what the Two of Wands is about knowing that there's a whole new world out there that you've not yet explored, not yet experienced. You know that there's more out there for you, and that staying small in whatever this is not the thing for you anymore. But the Two of Wands can also be a card of stalling or waiting, trying to find the right moment to move on. So I'm getting that a bit here too with the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. It's that you know it's time to move on. You know it's not enough for you. You know that this payoff is not big enough for your efforts, but you don't really quite know where you're going, and you're not really quite sure when to do it. But you're anticipating that something big is brewing. So we have the Devil with the Six of Pentacles, and underneath we have the Two of Pentacles. So we have the Devil coming in with the Six of Pentacles. And this, again, this is that toxic type of feeling that I know this is not enough, that I'm being underpaid for this job that I am doing. I am not getting anything more than just little effort or breadcrumbs from my current romantic situation. It's those kinds of toxic feelings that you know deep down that this is not the right thing for you, that there's something bigger, some kind of call that your soul is calling you away from with this Devil card. And then we have these two twos coming in together. We have the Two of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. And again, this is idea of you sort of stalling and waiting and trying to figure out as you go what your options are, and trying to learn as much as you can about wherever it is you're headed. But what I'm really starting to see here is that there's almost this need for you to just go for it, because we do have the Devil here, which is really telling me to use a lot of discernment to move away from this situation, that this is a bad, toxic situation. So if you're feeling constrained by it, if you feel like there are too many rules, if you feel like the people around you are breaking too many rules, then this is your way to say, okay, I know this is toxic now and I got to get out of here. And with the Two of Pentacles, though, it's this idea that you're still kind of hemming and going back and forth with, what do I do? But I don't know where to go. And the universe is saying, yeah, but the Moon card is here to say, go anyway. Trust that the path will be revealed to you, And facing your fears is going to have the biggest payoff of all because you followed your spiritual calling. There is a challenge here showing up as the Seven of Cups. And this challenge is probably going to be about seeing things clearly. And because the moon is here and you don't know the direction that you're headed in or the direction that you're meant to go in, you're going to see a lot of options in front of you and you're not going to be really clear about what that new beginning looks like. The Seven of Cups has a very liberating feel to it in the sense that there are a lot of options, but the Seven of Cups can also be a bit overwhelming when you don't know which option is going to be the right one for you. So I think that your challenge is really going to be, yes, I know I need to move on, but what in the world does that look like? There's a person here showing up in your challenge position too, and that person is showing up as the King of Wands. Since you showed up here as the Knight of Wands, when I see two court cards of the same suit, I often think that these are family members. So this could have to do with a family member, but it might not, because the King of Wands can also be a boss. So for each of you, it's going to be slightly different. But I think that this is a person who's going to have a hard time letting you go. So let me give you some examples. So if this is your boss is going to make this seem more enticing for you to stay. This could be a toxic boss with it coming in here with the devil. Someone who's going to say, no, if you stay, I promise I'll pay you more. And then they never do. Or if this is a situation where a family member is dependent on you and you're trying to move out of this situation because it's become too constrictive for you, this person may try to manipulate you or convince you to stay. And maybe it could be because of familial ties. So make that make sense for you, but that's what I have there. So then we have the Queen of Swords. I like seeing that there. And then we have the Tower underneath. So the reason I like seeing the Queen of Swords here is because she's very good at cutting through all the illusions. She's very good at discerning the truth. So her showing up here on top of the Seven of Wands leads me to believe that even though this week's challenge might be deciding what path to go or what is in your highest good, that's easy for the Queen of Swords, and you're showing up as that. So if that's your biggest challenge, I think it's going to be a relatively easy challenge for you because the Queen of Swords just really understands what the clarity in the situation is. The Queen of Swords really stands tall, maintains her dignity, or his, make it make sense for you. In this case, I'm saying her because she's a queen, but that has nothing to do with if you are a male or a female. And so, but no matter what, you're going to be able to see the truth. So I really like seeing that there with your challenge position. And I think no matter what you do, this person is showing up with the Tower because, as we said, this person does not want to lose you. For whatever it is that they're gaining from having you in their life, this person is going to experience a lot of upheaval when you leave. So this explains why this person wants to really hold on to you and really try to perhaps pretend how devoted they are to you or how they're going to make this up to you. Make that all make sense to you. But this with the devil is all telling me that if you stay in this situation, the universe is going to free you from it anyway. Because a lot of times for me, the Tower is being freed from the entrapment of the Tower. And when the Tower comes down, you are now free. That is a lot of times how I read the Tower card. But we do have the Devil and the Tower coming in here, which means there's certainly someone that it looks like you really need to break free from. We just keep getting that. We see that. And we know that that's the right direction for you, even though you might not know what that is. So you're also showing up as a Knight of Swords. So far you've shown up as the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So you do have a lot of clarity this week in what to do and how to do this. What you're not clear about is the path, because we saw the moon here. But it almost doesn't matter, because if you continue to follow your truth, the path will continue to form in front of you. And so I feel like this is really just about almost, I want to say, I don't want to say shape shifting because that's not really what I mean, but something like that, where you just try a bunch of different things. That Seven of Cups showed up here for a reason, that there may be a lot of different ways that you're being called right now, and you're practicing different skills and trying to figure out where your best fit is and what makes you you. And so I feel like if you just keep following what you think your truth is, even if you go the wrong way, there's plenty of time to turn around and reassess. So I think the universe is really just saying, just go in any direction that feels right. And then the path will be revealed to you, even if you can't see what that is. And I think that may be why this Five of Swords is here too, because it's this idea that you are in so much conflict with yourself and you don't really know how to adapt to a new situation. Whatever this is you're breaking free from, you're moving into something new, but you have no idea what that is. Of course, that's going to cause a lot of mental conflict. And so adapting to whatever this new situation is really going to be the point of this whole exercise, which is why I think you're being called to just choose anything. So, for example, if you have to leave this job because this boss has become so toxic, but you don't really know what kind of job or career you want to do next, what this is telling me is just do something, do anything. Because as long as you trust the universe enough to leave this situation, that's when the universe will start opening your path up for you and allowing you to see that path. So I hope I'm articulating that right, that it doesn't matter what your first step is, because then it will become clearer what the next step after that is. I really hope that made sense. So we have the Three of Cups, and then underneath we have Strength. So this is similar to, with the Three of Cups coming here, this is just saying do whatever feels right. Do something that you think is fun. Do a job that you've never done before or that has kind of called to you in your past. Or with the Three of Cups, it could be friends. This could be saying go work with a friend wherever they're working. Maybe they can get you a job at wherever they are. But it really just doesn't matter in this sense. What matters is getting out of this situation. So, and if this is about, well, I'm living with my parents right now and I really need to get out of here because they're taking advantage of me while I live here. Again, these are just random examples, but this is saying it doesn't really matter right now where you go or where you move to. Go and crash with some friends for a little while, because getting out is the point. Getting out is the whole key to opening up your pathway. So now I'm saying it over and over again, but I want to hoping to make sense and sound clear. So the universe is here with you because the Strength card is here with the Five of Swords. So whatever inner conflicts and inner battles you're dealing with this week, there is certainly this idea that the universe wants to help you through it. And the Strength card is about the universe really putting wind in your back and giving you the strength to get through a very difficult situation. The Strength card does not show up in times of peace, in easy times. You don't need the Strength card when things are going easy. You need the Strength card when you have a Five of Swords. So I like seeing that there too. There are a lot of positive things right now going on, in the sense that you are pretty clear on what not to do. You might not be clear about where you're going, but you are certainly clear about what you are leaving. And the universe is on your side saying, yeah, we're here, we've got your back, and we're going to get you away from whatever this toxic devil situation has been for you. And so it looks like you're going to leave the week in a really peaceful place. Speaking of peace, you're leaving the week with the Ace of Cups, and this is a profound sense of love for yourself. This is also the universe piercing the veil, I like to say, and giving you an opportunity. So this is really an opportunity. By leaving, the universe is going to open up this new timeline for you, this new portal, and that is exactly what we've been saying, that it doesn't matter where you go. It matters that you get out. And as soon as you do, this portal is going to open for you. Your heart chakra is going to be wide open, and you're going to be able to do the things that you love, and things are going to start to make sense. And that's when you're going to start to see things blooming around you, as far as the pathway. And I think that's why we started with this sun card. Now it makes perfect sense because the sun, we rolled the sun, sorry, with the dice. The sun is here saying by the end of the week, it will be very clear where you're going because this opportunity will be given to you, hand delivered to you by the universe. And it looks like there's also someone or something, probably someone coming in here to help too. So whether this is someone who's going to offer you a job or mentor you or get you that position you wanted or get you that apartment you wanted or make it make sense for you. But with the Hierophant here, there's this idea that someone could be coming to the rescue. Someone could be coming to help in this situation. And that might be the opportunity that the universe is really giving you. And it's because you set some boundaries with whatever this toxic situation is here. You set your boundaries, and when you set boundaries, the universe always rewards you with a new way forward, always. So this is being clarified by the Six of Pentacles again, and that's interesting. I'm about to tell you why. And then underneath this, we have the Chariot and then the Six of Cups. So let's talk about it. So with the Ace of Cups here, we have the Six of Pentacles again. This is now about you being paid and rewarded for your efforts, which was the opposite of what was going on with this Devil card. So whatever ways you were being shortchanged, whether at your job, in your romantic situation, now because you set these boundaries and you've started on a new path, the universe is going to make sure that you get the things that you've worked for, the things that you deserve, the things that you are owed. And this is more, in this case, with the Ace of Cups, it's this flow of prosperity. And so this is really about being nurtured in whatever way this was that you were not being nurtured before. And then with the Chariot here, this is the person or place or thing or opportunity that's going to come through for you that's really going to help you charge through and move your life forward with the Chariot. So the Chariot just always reminds us that we're heading in the right direction. So we start out the week with the Moon card feeling, I have no idea which direction to go in, but I know I'm being tugged at to do something. So by doing that, by leaving and escaping, you're really getting into that Chariot type of energy and moving your life forward. And the universe is going to make it pretty clear what that is. And then with the Six of Cups falling underneath here with everything, this is really just about using your past experiences, using your memories, and even the nostalgia you have for something to really ground your energy. So if you start to think, hold on, but I've been at this job forever, and this person, my boss really needs me, or I've been in this relationship for 10 years, and I'm going to break this person's heart. Use that, your past experiences, your good and bad past experiences, to help ground that energy so you can make this move better and understand that you have grown from this situation. There's a reason in the Six of Cups why the child is oversized, because this is a grown child who's come back to see probably their mother or their grandmother or whoever this is. But this is someone who still feels childlike in their heart when they come back to this situation, but they're grown. They've outgrown this whole situation, which is why they don't live there anymore. They come to visit, but they don't live there anymore. So I think this is a good idea to remember how much you have grown, and that this situation that we already said, it feels like you're bursting at the seams to get out of, you've just outgrown it, is really what this Six of Cups is telling me here. So wow, will you please let me know how this was resonant for you and what your week ahead looks like, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks everybody. Bye.